the truth is, if this structure were in the West Village, it would have been landmarked decades ago. There's no doubt. Absolutely. It has been neglected, it has been forgotten about, and we're an inch away from losing it. Because there is a twin structure in Brooklyn. The Public Advocate was deeply involved in saving 227 Abolitionist Place, aka 227 Duffield Place. Another home with a deep connection to abolitionism, to the Underground Railroad. And so it is to be expected that there will be limited documentation. But we knew enough at 227, we know enough here at 857 to treasure these properties. Thank you very much.
Everyone for coming out. If you look behind us, every elected public official and party official that represents Northern Manhattan is here. And that's what we're standing up, fighting united to say that we must save this house. Thank all of our elected public officials and activists for bringing us all together. Assalamu alaikum.
The Landmarks Commission has consistently rejected efforts to preserve certain areas of the city, including and especially communities of more color. I do understand that the house behind me doesn't retain the same interior, necessarily the same exterior, but it's still here. It exists, and what it represents deserves preservation.
Yes.
Exactly what that sign says, Black History Matters. And not just speaking those things, but doing those things. And not finding excuses every time these things come up in these communities to find a way around it, when in other communities, you actually do the opposite. You find every reason to do it. We're just asking for some of that here. Thank you so much.
All right.
I'm Gale Brewer, Manhattan Borough President, and I think this is our second or third press conference, and for goodness sake, Mayor de Blasio, this building should be landmarked. This may be, as a building, the remaining link to the abolitionist movement in this community. As we heard earlier, there's so few landmarks in New York that link to the anti-slavery movement. And they're all below 96th Street. All call on the Landmarks Preservation Commission and Chair Sarah Cowell to extend the Audubon Park Historic District to save 857 Riverside Drive. Thank you.
This has to be really special today, right? Because it shows the role that our neighborhood played in the abolitionist movement. And if we had potentially a stop in the Underground Railroad for people that fled slavery in their plight to get liberty and freedom. And it starts with this. This house should be in the history books. And it should be taught at PS 28, where I went to school, right up the street. Right, so I thank you all for this effort. This should be a starting point for us to push harder for the history of the United States, the real history, to be included everywhere we go with the same level of pride. Thank you, and keep the faith.
You know, it's sad that we're here today yet again, asking for something that we shouldn't have to open our mouths for. When you look at this city, this great city remains to be a tale of two cities. Why is it that African American kids and no one knows about this place? We should not have to demand this. If you want to be a better and brighter progressive city, then it starts by acknowledging every culture in this place. And we shouldn't have to argue for this. Mr. Mayor, let's make this happen. Make it happen.